And welcome back. It's time for this week's Capitol Report with Pat McGuigan of CapitolBeatOK.com. Pat, an amazing, very interesting weeks for death penalty policies and protocols in Oklahoma. Let's spend some time talking about that.
Well, Monday, the Oklahoma Court of Criminal Appeals ruled 3-2 there would be no stay for Richard Glossip in a case that's always been very controversial. The governor and the attorney general had opposed a stay, so they got their way, you could say. Tuesday, lawyers for Mr. Glossip promised they would do what's called an expedited or hurry up, get it done now, appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court, and they did that. Wednesday, we heard in the morning that Pope Francis had written a letter to the governor. I think it might have been delivered the day before, but in any case, wrote a letter saying, please, extend mercy in this case. Mr. Glossip had his last meal at McAllister. He actually ate it. Then they put him on the gurney, and I don't believe the needles were ever inserted, but he was on the gurney waiting to be executed. And the government announced they were going to wait until the U.S. Supreme Court gave us some kind of guidance. About half an hour or less, can't remember exactly, before the scheduled 3 p.m. execution, the high court came down with a very simple one sentence: we're not going to decide, the execution can proceed. Then came 3:30, 4 o'clock. Then at 4:15, with all of us in the media wondering what was going on, the governor's office released that now famous statement that because of problems with having the wrong kind of potassium, having acetate instead of chloride, for the drug protocol, the mix of medications that could carry out the execution, that they were asking for first a 37-day stay. That's what she ordered. Then on Thursday, she and Attorney General Pruitt actually went to the Oklahoma Court of Criminal Appeals, this time asking for an indefinite stay, not a 60-day stay like she had been asked for. Now, she did the right thing, you could say arguably for the wrong reasons, but I think she did the right thing. And it had to be a tough call. There had to be tumult within the government when they realized that they had the wrong medicine. So in essence, we already have a suspension of the death penalty. Well, just speaking for me, nobody else, I think it's time for a moratorium on capital punishment in Oklahoma until we get things like this sorted out, and maybe time for a permanent moratorium. Maybe it's a time for forgiveness as we all try to find a new normal on this issue.
A lot of people want to weigh in on that and have thoughts about that. Well, let's move on real quickly with the remaining time. You attended the Legislative Black Caucus event at the National Cowboy Museum this week. Tell us about the honorees.
It was wonderful. The honorees included Bill Anatubby, Connie Johnson, T.W. Shannon, Jabbar Shumate, and Public Safety Commissioner Mike Thompson, who made some wonderful remarks about A.C. Hamlin, the man for whom the dinner is named, and thanks to Teddy Hamlin, his great-great-grandson, we know something wonderful, he said, which is that a friend is one who looks prejudicially upon us and upon our best interests in posterity, and who will not forsake us in adversity. It's a good line. We need some more rhetoric like that these days.
We do.
He was the first African-American in the Oklahoma legislature.
You can read more about these and other topics at CapitolBeatOK.com. For Pat McGuigan, I'm Alex Cameron. Have a good day.